and welcome to the show with everything you could ever want to make and do right at your fingertips. I'm Tim.
And I'm Naomi. And here's what's coming up on today's show. We make over an old sock and create a handy mobile phone holder.
Can you guess what Naomi can make in less than 60 seconds in today's 1 Minute Make?
And we show you how you can test your throwing skills with a game of fingertips darts.
And for details of lots of great fingertips makes, you can check out our website, address at the end of the show.
But first, fingertips squirting flowers. They're a great decoration, they're easy to make, and they're a wicked practical joke.
Naomi? Do you like flowers?
Oh, yeah. Don't get them very often, though. However, it's always nice to give someone you love a lovely bunch or vase of flowers, isn't it?
Especially if there are fingertips flowers.
Yep, our very special fingertips flowers.
Why don't you make some of these squirting flowers to give to someone?
Yes, a lovely bunch of flowers like this with a squirty one in the mix.
And we give this squirting flower a fingertips difficulty rating of 4. It'll take some time, but it's well worth the effort. So, let's get gardening.
So, to make one squirting flower, first you need to get hold of a length of tube from a DIY shop. This is about 1 metre long. And you need to start winding green pipe cleaners around it. We've already started on this piece of tube. And you don't have to cover the whole thing, just wind around and around. And this is going to become the stem of your flower. About that much should do. Next, you need to cut out some petal shapes. Any shaped petal that you like, because the flower we're going to make is going to be a bit like a sunflower. We've cut yellow petals from Fun Foam, and you'll notice at the bottom of each one there's a small rectangle, and that will help when we come to stick everything together.
For the centre of the sunflower, you need something round. One of these takeaway drinks lids is perfect, as they already have a hole where the straw would go. Paint one to look as much like the centre of a sunflower as you can. Use your imagination. Now, you may notice that the whole of this one is slightly smaller than how it started out, and that's because we've stuck some Fun Foam on the inside just to make it grip the tubing, which we're going to be using a little bit later on. Now you need your petals, and it's time to stick these one by one around the outside of your drinks lid. Just keep sticking them all the way round.
And when the petals are stuck, you can bend them forward a little bit, and there you have a lovely flower. Ah, which you can stick onto the end of the tube that you made earlier. Just pop the flower on and push the lid so that hardly any tube pokes out at the front of the flower. Hold this in position while you tape it into place, and this can be a bit fiddly, so get help if you need to.
Once it has been stuck, your flower should look something like this one. Now, you may notice I've got a nice leaf here as well. To make one, you simply need to cut a leaf shape out of some green Fun Foam, glue on a green pipe cleaner, and then wind the other end of your pipe cleaner around your tubing just here. Now it's time to stand your flower up in a vase. And it's a good idea to put in a twig like this, or just a stick of wood. Hold your flower in position, take another green pipe cleaner, and just wind it around both of those. And that works really well. Hold it in position, but also disguising the tubing as more of the stem.
When that's all nice and steady, the flower should look like this, with the spare bit of tubing coming back out again. Next, you need one of these weird-looking things. No, it's not for physics lessons, it's actually for cooking. It's called a turkey baster, and you can get them from cooking shops. And strange as it looks, this is what does the squirting. I'll show you how it works. You squeeze the bulb, dip it into some water, let go, and it sucks water up. Take it out of the water, give it another squeeze, and the water comes out. So what you need to do is just load it up with some water and then push this into the other end of your flower tube. It's quite a tight fit, but you could always add a little bit of tape around this join to to make it even more secure.
Once the baster is secure, it's time for some flower arranging. Take some decoy flowers and add them to your vase. Make sure that 1 or 2 are roughly the same height and shape as your squirty flower, just to help disguise it. You can even add some extra greenery if you like as well. Take the time to make your vase look really pretty. Ah, beautiful. And then when the time comes, just squeeze the baster and the water comes squirting out. Lovely. A beautiful bunch of flowers with a dreadful hidden secret. Squirting flowers. Great fun.
Yeah, great fun for the person who makes them.
Bloomin' marvellous. This is Makeover Fingertips, the part of the programme where we show you how to make something by recycling stuff you'll probably find lying around your home. So, what about this? A load of crafty bits and pieces and a smelly old sock. Not very nice and not very inspiring. However, with a bit of fingertips know-how, I'm going to show you how to transform these into these. Fingertips mobile phone socks. They make really unique gifts, and of course you don't just have to use them for your mobile phone. You can also put in your music player or just secret stuff. And we give mobile phone socks a fingertips difficulty rating of 3. Not super easy, but not too difficult either. Measure whatever you want to put in your sock against the side of it and trim off the excess. And these socks are great for putting anything in, not just mobile phones. Now sew the sock closed again along the bottom. If you didn't want to sew, you could use glue. When you've finished your sock, it will look like this. Next, you need to turn it the other way round so it's neat on the outside. Then pinch your V shape along one of the sock's long sides, tucking about 2 centimetres of the material in on itself. Now lay a safety pin with the locked edge inside this V shape. Close it up and stitch or glue it into place, making sure that you close the V up along the length of the pin. Be very careful when you do this. Now you have the basic shape of your phone sock. You can decorate it with whatever you like. Take a brad, which is a sort of split pin you can get from craft shops. Then add a loop of ribbon and attach it to the top of the sock. We're also going to glue on some buttons and foam shapes, so it looks like a bit of a crazy face. And when you've done that, all you need to do is attach it to your belt like this, and then just pop your mobile phone inside, like that. And of course, there are all sorts of other designs that you could try. Just check these out. What about this crazy cactus with googly eyes? And we've even used some sewing thread to create the spines. Or how about this extremely goofy bunny rabbit with floppy felt ears? Or this colourful badge bonanza with stick-on jewels. So put your best foot forward and recycle some smelly old socks and create your very own fingertips mobile phone sock. They'll knock your socks off.
Got a minute?
Because this is the part of the programme where we show you something that will take under a minute to make using odds and ends from around the house.
Today it's my turn to make.
And it's my turn to time.
And these are the bits and pieces that I'm going to need to make it.
Now, we're not going to tell you what it is, so see if you can work it out along the way. Are you ready, Naomi?
Ready to get to grips with this minute, mate? Yes.
I feel there may have been a clue in there somewhere.
Hold on, you might just be right.
OK, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go!
Right, start with a couple of clothes pegs and use some double-sided sticky tape on them and fix on a yellow circle of card like that, so poke out the
Nearly
bottom.
10 seconds gone.
Then a little bit of PVA glue. Spread a thin layer on the card.
15 seconds gone.
And now stick some little rolled up pieces of card.
Nicely pre-rolled for you.
Oh, shush, shush. Can't quite hear you, Staten.
25 seconds gone.
On there like that. they'll stick eventually.
30
and then
seconds.
take a little piece of yellow foam.
Ah, pre-cut.
Haven't you got a stopwatch to be looking after? There we are, stick that on there. A couple
40
of little
seconds.
googly eyes, lights, get on there. It's not sticking very well at the minute, but never
45.
mind, it will. And a little nose.
And 10,
And
9, 8,
mouth as well.
7, 6.
Stop the clock.
Oh, 54 seconds.
very sticky.
Not bad. It's quite cute. What do you call it?
Well, once he's dry, once the glue's dry, you can add a little bit more card if you've got more than a minute. And you've got a fingertips peg gripper.
A what?
A fingertips peg gripper. They're fantastic for keeping an eye on all your important notes or for displaying your favourite photographs.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we've discovered that if you put a couple of magnets on the back, they work really well as fridge magnets.
How attractive. And check out all his friends.
Yeah, there's a crazy-looking pink poodle with slightly smaller googly eyes. Or you could use different colours of bright card in the swirls to make an impressive peacock. Or even have a go at making a woolly sheep. How cute. Oh.
So why not grasp the moment?
And create a fingertips peg gripper.
In under a minute.
This is Fun Fingertips, the part of the programme where we show you something that's fun to make and fun to play. Ah, well done.
What a great game this is. Pointless darts. And why is it pointless? Well, just look at this. You use craft polyballs instead of darts. In fact, there's no point in sight. It's great fun and super safe to play in the house.
The idea is to aim and throw these sticky hook and loop balls at the dartboard target to see how good your aim is. Mine's pretty good today. And the more spots on each section, the higher the score.
So take it in turns against your mates and find out who has the best aim.
And we give Pointless Darts a fingertips difficulty rating of 2. Simple. So why not have a go yourself?
To start making your dartboard, you need to collect together 4 circular objects like these, each one getting smaller than the next. I'm using a dinner plate, a side plate, a bowl and a mug. Now you need a few centimetres difference between each one. Draw around these onto some cardboard box card and then cut them out to get 4 concentric templates like these.
Now take the 3 biggest circles, put that one to one side, and draw a cross through the middle of each one. Then on that largest disc, copy around one of the segments onto a piece of tracing paper and cut around this shape onto some brightly coloured felt. Then you can glue that in place on your circle. Cover the whole 3 circles in the same way, looking really bright and colourful, but leave the middle one plain, because that's going to be your bullseye.
When you've done those, stick them all together, and that's the main part of your dartboard pretty much taken care of. Now you need to get yourself some sticky backed hook and loop fastener. Just separate the 2 pieces and then remove the sticky backs. Now take all the loop pieces and attach those to the various sections of your dartboard. Now the number of dots will match the score. So 4 dots equals 4 points.
When you've stuck on your spots, you can add some black pipe cleaner outlines, and it should look something like this. And it's a good idea to tape some string on the back as well, so you can hang your dartboard up. Now we just need something to throw at it, and instead of sharp, pointy darts, you need some of these harmless polyballs, and simply stick the other hook parts of your hook and loop fasteners all over it. Completely cover these balls, and then you'll be ready to play.
Then just hang up your board on a door, inside or out, and throw your pointless darts.
Oh, thank goodness they're pointless.
Well, that's it for today,
Don't forget to check out the Fingertips website. The address is on the screen now.
and we'll see you again very soon for more Fingertips. Bye!